I am on my way to Dr. Z's for a checkup, see how everything's going, and I'll spare you all the boring details. But the super exciting thing is, I am driving by myself. Dave's meeting me there because I'm a baby and need him to hold my hand through everything. But I'm also a very independent woman and would be fine if he wasn't there. Not the point. Anyways, my point was, I'm driving. I feel so free. Like rocking out to Lizzo. And I think this might be the last time that everybody sees me with a tube in my nose. So ready for it to be gone. I'm really, really hopeful. I have texted Dr. Z and been bugging him and calling the office. I've been harassing him to get this tube out of my nose. I am very grateful for it. I probably wouldn't have been able to leave the hospital if it weren't for a feeding tube because I wasn't really able to eat. And that was like one of the things I had to do to go home. So it has served its time. It has done its purpose. I am eating now. I still have pain, but nothing like it was. So that's great. And it's the SMAS pain, not the nutcracker pain. So, but I really, really do feel like since I've gained weight with my tube and supplemental feedings, that it's probably helped to put on some fat around the mesenteric artery, which is where I needed it to go. That's what meditation does. You just visualize where you're putting the fat. And it took some of the pressure off of that, or compression, off of that vein. So now I'm really going to work and focus on meditating and visualizing all of the fat going to my boobs and my butt. So yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are today. I'm a little nervous that this tube it's like 3 feet long. It's ridiculously long. Like watching them put it in was horrid. It just kept going and going and going and going and going. It was disgusting. And so now they're gonna pull it out, like 3 feet of this tube that's been living in my intestines and stomach through my nose. I am so scared. Like the smell is going to permeate my nose. Like it can't smell good in there. I'm sure it smells like tubes. Ugh, because that's where your tubes come from. And they're gonna pull it out through my nose. Joy. It's all right. It's gonna be better, I'm sure, than it felt going in. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be great. I'm sure it smells like rainbow sherbet. Y'all, pulling into the parking lot right now. A little lost, but I'm pulling in right now. Ain't nobody cutting me open today. Talking about taking organs or moving things or cutting me open right now. Oh, that's where I need to go, right? Ugh, where is David?
Hello.
Hey!
I'm just turning left into the hospital.
I am just parking right now. It's in patient, or the South Office building, right? Number 1?
Yeah, it's in number 1.
Okay, just checking, because I don't ever know. When you're not with me, I feel lost. But do you want to know something?
What?
I didn't have to use Google Maps to get here.
Well, you've been here enough. It's like your second
Well, I know,
home.
but you always drive. I never pay attention. So it's different
That's true.
when you're not
That
the
is true.
driver. Saying goodbye to the speeding tube. Just kidding. It was great. It was great. It was a good time.
Good enough. What are you doing?
Taking out the giant spaghetti noodle, the worm. It's gone.
He's not 40 yet. Take some water. It's cold. You like it cold or warm?
Yes, that's great. Thank you. Not European.
You know, European?
Not yet.
No, so I like it cold. I like cold water.
They don't put ice and water in Europe, right?
No?
How much do you want me to drink? Is that good?
Just do that.
Okay.
So, you don't mind carrying it? So, do you want to close your eyes? Something else.
I don't know. I'll watch. Okay, close it. Okay, I'll watch.
Oh my gosh. Kept going and going.
Well, you know.
You thought the COVID test was bad.
I'm like crying.
It makes you cry.
Oh my gosh. Wow. It was better than going in though.
Oh, yeah. One is much older.
Glorious, glorious, got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, not prove again. I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
So just got home from Dr. Z's and I don't have a tube in my face. He took that out, which I'm very excited about. But holy crap, getting the tube out of my nose, like the weirdest sensation. It was uncomfortable and like a COVID test that not only went into your brain and sinuses and back of your throat, but also like in your stomach, your intestines. And it definitely smelled interesting. It's so gross. So gross. I really hope I never have to have another feeding tube. Putting it in was really miserable and uncomfortable. Taking it out was definitely not as miserable. It was uncomfortable, yes, but not miserable because it took forever to put it in. So there's that. My seroma is looking better. It's definitely reduced in size. I don't know. He's not too concerned about the hematoma right now. We're gonna keep an eye on that. Based on like older CT scans or ultrasounds that I've had over the past 5 weeks, it does look like it's resolving itself as well. So not too concerned about that. I do have a cyst on the front of my transplanted kidney that we are going to keep an eye on. I have a follow-up ultrasound in 2 months for that. So hopefully that resolves itself too. He doesn't really have any idea as to why I would have a cyst on my kidney after the surgery, or what appears to be a cyst. We think it's a cyst. So gonna keep an eye on that. If anything changes, we'll, do an ultrasound sooner. But for now, it's in 2 months. So not gonna stress myself over it. I feel like I'm on a good path. So yeah, today's been a good day. It's been a good day. I just pulled into the hospital to Dr. Z's, and I had to document this moment because my hair looks amazing. And I think today's the day that I get this thing out of my nose. Oh, I actually have a little something there. I should have planned that better. Okay, feeding tube is gone. So is the bat in my cave. Ah, yay! Dr. Z said that I could drink alcohol again. Not like an alcoholic, of course, but like, you know, as much as a mom with 4 kids in the midst of a pandemic would. So I feel like that's a pretty good amount. Just kidding, I don't really drink that much.